Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. So, since our last episode, I did what I said I was going to do. Didn't take but about 10 minutes, I guess, to do. Maybe not even quite 10 minutes. But I painted most of this. Got to jump down and paint the bottom of it. Kind of what it's looking like. I'm going to have to take that glass out, like I said last episode, and paint underneath before I put the glass in. That's the one disadvantage of using the solid glass blocks, is that you do have to pre-plan for that, which I did not do. Was looking a little something like that. It's missing something, but I can always expand upon it. It was just an idea. It was just something to do differently. It was a suggestion from 330 to build some tower or something in the center. And I thought, you know, it'd be the perfect way to put something there, provide power inside the pillars for the hallways, and just have something different right in the middle, some type of a central hub. And once I finish this building over here, you know, I'll make a walkway that goes over there and possibly all the way over to the other side. So anyway, let me jump down and finish out what I started here. This will only take just a moment. Figured I would. Oh, I sprained my leg jumping down. That was only like a few blocks I just jumped down. My legs are so fragile. They're so fragile. But anyway, did get some suggestions from you all. I know Rotor Self-Winding was one of the names, and I apologize, I can't remember the others. I need to put a doorway here. I need to go get a doorway and put in right there. Suggestion with how I should do the wiring for the lighting inside there. I was kind of pressed for time on that last bit, and I didn't put a lot of thought into it. I was sort of slapping it up so we could get through the episode and complete the episode in a timely manner. But you all did have some great suggestions with that, and we're going to jump on that in just a moment. And I want to build another generator room today. It's going to be a different style generator room. It's not going to be the same, so that's what it would look like right there. Looks better, you know, now that it has a coat of paint on it. Much better. I told you it would, though. Told you it would. You get that paint on there. Even that little... Oh, well, that's not painted right there. Oh, look at that. We can reach it from down here. Nice. So, even with that right there that I didn't like before, and, you know, I like it a little better now that it's painted. It looks a little nicer. So, let me throw the last couple shots of paint on this, and we'll get to building again. Well, it looks so bad. How many points is that missing? 9 hit points. Looks like it's about to fall apart. That one too. Son of a gun. Yeah, probably wouldn't have been a bad idea to upgrade all of that to reinforced concrete, but I don't think I'm going to have to worry about anything attacking this. I say that, and then here comes a wandering horde of cops and who knows what else. Bears. And they tear it all down. But there's enough support here. Even if I did lose a little bit of it, we're okay. You know, it's not going to fall. I'm pretty confident of that. Let me get these last things painted here. I might as well get that and get this. I have to paint the underbelly of this base as well. Maybe you all can give me some suggestions. I wanted to match the theme of the base, you know, the blue in the medicine cabinet, but if there's another color that I could paint the underbelly of the base, then I'll do it. You give me some suggestions, and we'll try them out on the next episode or the episode after that, or when we eventually get around to doing it, I guess, and painting that portion of the base, because that's going to take a lot of paint. That's probably, I don't know, a couple thousand, few thousand paint or something to paint the underbelly of the entire structure. And I'm going to have enough paint to paint all this concrete down here. Did it on the stream series, and didn't really take as much as I thought it would. You use the roller, and you just paint, you know, big sections, big chunks of it at a time. It's not as time-consuming as you would imagine, nor is it resource-heavy as you would imagine to paint a large area like that. But anyway, final few touches here on this. Got the medicine cabinet to go, and I will be done with this portion. And we can move on to the inside. I actually should have kept painting before I started recording, but I was like, oh, we'll go ahead and start the recording. This will only take, you know, a minute. Here we are. Here we are. What are we? 5 minutes in. Just hit 5 minutes. Already 5 minutes in. Whoops. But I'm almost done now. Everything else is taken care of. And little spots like that. I'll come back and get that at a later date when we paint the belly of the base. We'll come back and grab all of that, touch that all up. But let me know what you think. You know, I appreciate your feedback. Appreciate the feedback on the wiring for up top. And we're going to go take care of that in just a moment. A couple good suggestions, actually. We're going to change a couple things up there. All right, is it done? Is that everything? Did I miss anything? I think that's everything. So let's step back over here. And appreciate our work a little, real quick. Kind of what it's looking like. And then you look at what the game used to look like before you could paint, you know? That's what it would look like. And you think, wow, that's a nice looking structure. Yeah, not really. Not anymore. Not with a new paint tool, it's not. Looks ugly. Very ugly. All right, so let me get up here. And let me think. Do I have my wire tool? Oh, I know what I need. I need scrap. Probably don't need to be carrying around exploding crossbow bolts in the base. Would not be good to launch one of those off. Scrap reinforced metal siding. Let's do 12 of those. And I'll take some scrap up there with me. Also, like I said, I need to make a door. What do we need to make a vault door? We need steel and springs, correct? I think it's steel and springs. Yeah. There are the springs right there. Recipes, vault door. Let's make... Well, we have to make those in a workbench. That's okay. I got a workbench. All right, so make a couple of those. Let's make 4 of those. And we'll make 4 of those just to have them. I'll stick those in my inventory. Put this all away. Let me sort some stuff out here real quick. My inventory is full all the way up to the top. All right, that. Our building chest, we can put, we'll just stick the generators in there for now. We don't need those. There's my bulletproof glass block. We're going to need that. I don't need the ladders that I can think of. Maybe we'll work on the lighting for the garden. Maybe that's something we do today. I'm down to the last little bit of paint there, but I think we made some paint over in the forge room. Pretty sure we did. I'm pretty sure we did, folks. So let's go grab it up. Yes, we did. All right, might want to get some more paint going too. Let's see, paint. Oh, no, we don't. Look at that. My goodness. I forget, folks. I forget what we do from episode to episode. You know, I do that stream series and I get back on here after, well, I record on Thursday, and that's my last recording until Sunday. So you have Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday. And in those days, I'm streaming on the other save file. So sometimes I get a little confused. All right. The vault door, I should have probably grabbed that. Put that final touch on the top part here. You can't really make an entrance to this until I can get it all finished up. Let me take this down. This is a bad idea. I get it. Bad idea, Spartan. Looks kind of clunky. It's looking kind of clunky. Take this out. Look at that. Look at that. Magical floating block, folks. magical floating block that's attached to that that half block there. So the idea, the suggestion was, we'll just take the rebar off. Reinforced metal siding instead of the what I had used before. And actually, I think it was also suggested that I do this number here. Let me go ahead and paint this. I won't be able to get to it. Otherwise, like that. Might as well paint that too. Oh, my athletics went up from painting. What do you know? It's nice how it all kind of goes together. I think if I put this here, I can stick a hatch on now. You know what I mean? I think it's gonna hold that now that I have that in place. The other suggestion was, now that we did that, I gotta go get my vault hatch. Cancel that. Pull this. Oh, where are my switches? And there. And this would have been the smartest thing to do anyway, you know. And then to switch here to there. There to here. Here to there. And there to here. Alright. Booyah! Look at that. Hidden wires, folks. Hidden wires. Now all we need to do is go grab our hatch real quick, which I will do. Need to fix my broken leg. Sprained. It's not broken. It's sprained. All better. All better. Vault. Let's take one of those and one of those. So much better, much cleaner, much nicer. Sometimes I have to, well, I rarely go back and review episodes in length. I just skip through to make sure they're recorded properly. But in this case, I was kind of just reading your comments and what you were saying about what I had done. And notice I even got a couple quick thumbs down once people saw it. They're like, ugh, that's awful. Well, some people are probably a little fatigued also with the idea of this build that I've been on it for so long. But I don't know what I was thinking about the hatch. Wait a minute. That hatch looks awful. Go to it again. It's so big. It's too big. That's too big. All right. So do I have scrap? Yes, I have scrap. Let's just do the regular old hatch, I guess. I thought that hatch would fit better than that. That's huge. I don't know if this will hold, though. Oh, it does. It does. Okay. Ah, why can't we paint that? Ah, why can't I paint it? It looks so ugly. It's so ugly. But here's what it is. Now we have a little switch. Come up here and whoop, turn her on. But that was a good suggestion, you know, pulling it over here. I think some of you said not for the switch, but to pull the wire to the light here and then crisscross and so forth. But I thought, well, if we're going to do that, let's just put a switch up there too. Maybe someone suggested a switch. I don't know. But thank you for checking it out, giving your feedback, suggestions. Kind of have to have the corners the way they are, like I said from before. Even thought about building it all the way up to the top with the corners the way they are, but I guess it'll look okay. It's a shame that with all the space we have right here, you can't attach something there. You know, it's all consumed. That block is consumed by this block, even though it doesn't technically take up the whole space. Vault door. Let's get that on there and see what that looks like. That doesn't look bad. That looks okay. I can live with that. You know what I mean? Looking a lot better. Now, how is that? It's not making any sound. You know what I mean? It's silent. I mean, I have the sound turned way up. It's not making any sound. Oh, well. Silent generator, folks. It's one of those silent generators from Home Depot. All right, so let me take this glass out. Let me count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we have 38, so we need 24 of these. I hope something doesn't fall apart when I do this. Surely this glass isn't holding anything together, right? I think it looked better to have it that color. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Could have even really done that with business glass. I could have done all of this with business glass. If the zombies could see you through business glass but not bulletproof glass, then I'd say, yeah, we have to go with bulletproof. But they can't see you through any glass. So I wonder if they're going to change that one day. You know? I wonder if they're going to change it so the zombies actually can see you through glass. Because it kind of only makes sense that they can. Oh my goodness. Saw something starting to fall. I was like, uh-oh. Get ready for a ride. Express trip to the ground, folks. But no, it's fine. It's fine. We will patch that right back up. So if you're watching this, it's Tuesday. Might be streaming today. I don't know what time. Somebody asked the other day, what's the schedule? Like, I don't have one. I just stream when I can stream. And, you know what? We better put this up first, because if I don't, it will fall. The hatch will fall, maybe. Maybe. Because this side's about to fall off. Just easy does it here. Easy does it. A little bit at a time. Never like taking things apart and then putting them back together all at once, because you don't know. It's like you saw me that one day. I removed one of these on the stream and the entire structure fell to the ground. I was like, what? No way was that holding up that big giant thing. It had all my shotgun turret and spotlights and all kind of stuff it was holding up to. It hurt to watch it all fall, but took one. Actually, it was a plate. It was a concrete plate, and had no idea it was holding all of it up. All right, almost done now, folks. There we go. And that worked out beautifully with the amount of glass we had left over. Still could make, I think, 14 in the forge. Is what we came up with yesterday. Have 14 left without having to go mine for more lead, which we're going to do. We're going to have to do. I'm going to need more glass to finish this thing out. I think. I'm looking at what I have on my belt down here. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have more glass. Well, that's it, folks. You know, that's what she looks like. Good suggestion there from you all. Wish I had a better way of doing this, but it just kind of is what it is. Looks like the generator ran out of fuel down there. That's all right. That's all right. Well, let's go get another vault door, and we can fix that place down there the way we had talked about doing it. Don't you sprain your leg again, Grand Spartan. And one day we'll get over here to this room and we'll actually redo it. We'll finish it up. All right. I need to jump down. Go out this way. Be safe. So I don't sprain my leg again. Yeah, this type of vault door doesn't look bad. The tier up from this, though, and the tier after that does not look good for something like what we're doing here. See, that doesn't look too bad. They're kind of the same color. It's not... Dog horde! Watch yourself, doggies. Lots of doggies. Lots of doggies. Oh my goodness. Hey, I'm going this way. I'm going this way. Oh yeah. Oh boy. Nice. Oh, there's a straggler. Got him. Oh no, I didn't. I hit him, but he didn't die. Come here, doggy. Come away from my new structure here. Alright, there we go. There we go. Well, at least it wasn't a bear horde, right? I know most of you are probably hoping for that. But no bear horde today. Just some doggies. Who knows what's next? Well, I tell you what. Let me walk over to the garden. Let me get some supplies here. And we're going to walk over to the garden and see about the lighting over there and how I could do it. I have 36 lights. Let me put some of this stuff in here. Oh, we had supports right there too, didn't we? Don't need that, I don't think. And we can put, might as well just put this stuff in our building box. That. Ladders, we don't need those. Let's do a sort. And stick those in there. Stick that in there as well. Okay. Well, we'll want the 50 pillars, possibly. I don't know. Concrete centered poles. And... yeah, let's climb up here and just take a look at the idea I had. And see what we come up with. We'll just trial and error it. You know, I'll build something and you all give me your feedback. We'll see where we end up. Well, these would be pretty easy here. I'll show you my idea. I'm curious, though, about how this would work. A plate. I can attach to the bottom of the plates. Okay? Don't let Horde Day creep up on me, folks. Because I will absolutely let Horde Day creep up on me. And I don't want to do that. This was the idea I had. When I looked at it, I say, you know what? We did it on the stream series. Like this. And it worked out nice for us. It looks okay. It's not the most beautiful thing in the world, but it looks okay. And it works. It serves the purpose of lighting. Go ahead and paint it blue so we get an idea before I attach anything to it. What it's going to look like sticking up over here. I don't think it's going to be very obvious, you know. Especially when you're inside and you're looking up. You're just going to see some lights for the most part, I think. But we'll see. Happy little brush strokes, ladies and gentlemen. Happy little brush strokes. All right, so give me my lights here. I need a lot more lights though, folks. I do need a lot more lights. Do 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 do. Something like that. You know, with the plates though, only drawback to using plates is that I will not be able to attach a relay to the top of this to feed the lights. You know what I'm saying? Like if I wanted to put a relay right there, it's just going to be a floating relay. Not going to be able to put it on there like I'd like to, or like I had envisioned. You have to get just the right spot on some blocks, especially supports, those little angled supports. You have to get just the perfect spot to get those. Let me think about how I could do this. I might have to put a power pole right there and a power pole right there. And then off the generator room, we'll feed this side. That'll be fine. The far side over here. So that's what both of those will look like. This one, my idea was same thing, but shoot, Spartan, what'd you do that for? And maybe I just use a whole block, you know? And then we could get a little more creative. It may not look as smooth. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Might even go out another one. No, maybe. Now, we wouldn't need any going out this way, I don't think. I don't think we would need that on this one. Let me get this over there, this right here. Let's see if it'll hold up all the weight. Pretty sure it will. Alright, before I went through the trouble of painting, thought I would plop them on there and see if it collapsed. But I think we could, you know, actually go out a couple more. I really do. I think we could go out a couple more if we wanted to. I don't know if there's really a need or it's necessary to do that. And this is all just looks, folks. This is different than anything I've ever done before. Here on Alpha 16, I've really been trying to pay attention to some more details instead of just putting together a functional base, a horde bunker. I've been trying to make them look nice too and get a little more creative with my designs. And that's all it is, though. It's just for looks. Most of the stuff we're doing, it has no real meaning or purpose, and we'll rarely even use them. But it'll look pretty cool when I do the base preview. You know, do a base preview and people check it out. They can say, oh man, you know, you even put lighting here and hid the wires and all of that stuff. And it makes a difference to some people. Am I out of paint? No. Why can't I paint this? There we go. There we go. So that's my idea for, you know, what it's going to look like up here. And I could even put in lighting inside the structure. You know what I mean? Like I could put some inside the structure. Kind of like what we have on the walls down there, but instead of on the walls, I could have it on the floor going down. I don't know. I might look out of sorts if I do that. But if you happen to go into a creative game and you goof around with what I'm doing here, and you come up with a better suggestion, you know, just throw it in the comment section there. I'm willing to listen and try some things. This is just the idea I had because, you know, I came up with this on the stream series over the garden. And I liked it. But I'm sure there's a better way of doing it. My only issue right now will be, how do we provide power without looking too clunky? You know, because I'll just use power poles, external power poles. That was the original idea anyway. And we'll have a wire that's going to drape from the power pole itself all the way over here to the lights. And it would be kind of simple because the light on the end right here, you know, the power pole will just attach directly to that light. Might even make the power pole one higher than this. That way it doesn't have that weird sag in it, which it's still going to have a little anyway. Well, look at that. We had enough lights to do that with. That's surprising. For some reason, I was thinking I was going to run out. I know, a little man in the game. It's thirsty. It's very thirsty. Yeah, that's cool. You can see the lights up in there. We need to turn the generators to the fuel the generator for the one down there. Get that all fueled up. And I'm trying to stay away from motion sensors, folks. I noticed on the stream series, or we believed that the motion sensors were introducing a weird kind of lag into the game. So I don't know your experiences with it. Maybe you can tell me differently, but I certainly don't want to introduce any type of lag into the game here. Kind of where the block's all attached gives it a nice little detail, you know? Has a nice little look to it, the way that all kind of glass sort of attaches. Well, that was the idea. I mean, I could go out this way. I have enough lights to do it, you know? Go out this way the same way I did these, just make it larger. How far out would that go if I did that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That would go to the edge. But then, if we did that, and it went all the way to the edge, you know, how would it look if I didn't go to the edge this way? I think it would almost... Give me your feedback on this, and I won't do anything else with it until you tell me what you think. So we have 4 this way, 4 that way. We just leave it like that. And then this way's fine. You know, that covers the whole thing. But this one, you know, maybe I should go out a couple more with it. Maybe that's what I should do. Like 2 more this way, 2 more the other way. Let's try it now. Before I go any further, let's just go ahead and try it and see if it'll support. See if it collapses, if it supports. What happens with it when we do this. Okay, so it held up. It held up like I had imagined. You know, probably to get better lighting on this, if we paint the underside of this white, it might even look brighter. You know what I mean? This blue may absorb some of the shine. What's a really bright color other than white? They had the fabric blinds. It's like that. We have... Where's the stainless? Stainless steel. Stainless is not as bright as the blinds. Then we have drywall ceiling. It looks kind of yucky. I like the blinds best so far. And we could always go with the medicine cabinet. Well, that's a darker color, though. Even though it's reflective, it's kind of a darker color, so I don't think that would work. But let's just do the fabric blinds for now. Like I said, I think it may make this brighter if the belly of the light base is white. We might get a brighter light out of that. Who knows? We'll try it. We'll goof around with it once we get it all powered up. Something like that. And A little something like that. All right. I don't know. Tell me what you think. What I can do differently, better. If it looks all right to you, you like it. And if we need to change something up, let's go back from a distance. Of course, it's going to be kind of hard to see from over here. But the whole time, you know, I've been thinking about that. That's what I had in mind ever since I said lighting on the garden. But the little generator room I'm going to build, I think that's going to be cool. I think that's gonna pop. It's going to be different. I think I needed to go 3 by 5 is what I had decided for that. I think it was 3 by 5 was what I come up with for a number. And then the same thing here, folks. What I did over there, my plan was to do that here as well. And please let me know in the comment section, this pillar and the plate, what should I do? Should I do this? And then build these out like this? Does that look okay? Because if you think that looks okay, I mean, I'll go with that. I'll go with that. Because what I can do then, if I do that, is look at that. You know, and I could even get fancier yet. Give me my plates. Well, we wouldn't even necessarily need the plates. We could do the siding, reinforced metal siding. And I could do that. This may be the way I do it right here, folks. Son of a gun, Spartan. And give me my paintbrush. Let me paint it before you judge. Don't judge. Just look and appreciate for just a moment. Then you can judge. Oh, I'm going to have to paint the inside. You can see the inside of it. I didn't think you'd be able to see the inside of it. Wow. Oh, I can't do that, though. Let me build up here. And do this little number right there. Don't fall down in there, Spartan. Now, shouldn't be as visible from the outside because... And we're still hiding the relays, okay? We're still hiding the relays. But I have a place up top to attach to now. So here are your two options. You know, we can either have a wire, because we're going to have power poles like I have on my stream series. Maybe we change up the design a little, but still, we're going to have a power pole. That power pole will extend over to the relay, and the relay will then feed down to the lighting, which is going to look a little something like this. Okay, and get my wire tool back out again. Here. So, what would be an easy way of doing this? And yeah, I forgot too, you can connect through plates. Here's a little lesson for you, folks. You can connect through plates. Figured this out on the stream series a few weeks ago. And then this light there, this light here, Little man's thirsty. I don't have anything to drink either. So that. What do you think about that? You know, our relay is hidden, and we don't even have to hide the relay. I don't need to put those plates up there. Losing wellness now because I need to drink, but I don't need to hide that relay. I could just leave the relay exposed and paint around it. You know, we don't have to do it that way. I could even put the relay up on a pole, like a 50 pillar or a centered block, and build around it. You know what I mean? Let me go grab a drink. Son of a gun, you little sucker you. Always hungry and thirsty. It's a wonder this guy is not as big as a house, that my door has to be 4 blocks wide just to fit through it, as much as he eats and drinks. Alright. Drink that and be merry. Drink it and be merry. I'm gonna eat my meat stew. I'm gonna drink a little goldenrod tea. He can't help it, folks. He can't help it. That goldenrod tea is tasty to the last drop. And that meat stew has a finger in every bite, right? Alright. Back up to what we were doing here real quick. You know what I could do? Do I have a... Yeah, I do have a land claim block. Let's just grab this real quick. Take it over there and give you an example. Show you what I'm talking about. At fuel. Yeah, see how that kind of pops over there now. You know what I mean? Like, I like it. I like it. Some of you may say, oh, that's real clunky looking. But yeah, this is a little bit too much here. So I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to change this up real quick. Now that I see it from a distance, I don't know if I like it quite as much. Should have brought a... Sorry about that. It's real loud. I should have brought a land claim block over here. Well, I think I do have a land claim block, though, that reaches this. Do we? Yeah, we do. All right. There we go. So the other idea is like this. And because I'm out of lights, I'm just gonna do it like this for you. That relays on there. Let's get up here and jump so we can place it. And then now I wonder if we should do the siding. Boy, it takes, what, 40 of those to make one? Son of a gun. And I don't have anything I can... Oh, I'll run back over here real quick. I don't have anything I can scrap. I just need to make up a good bit of this stuff. Maybe we have some in the building chest. I'll check it out right now and see for sure. I do not see any. So let's take this. I tell you what, let's take even more. Let's get up in here, go siding. Any of those could we make? 77, let's just make all of them. Yeah, heck, we might use them, who knows. If not, we'll just smelt them down in the forge and be merry. Except for I'm not merry, I'm Grand Spartan. All right, let's get back over here. Is that a wandering horde? I hope they didn't see me. Oh well. We're under the horde defense anyway if they did see me. It wouldn't be the end of the world. Oh, there they are. There they are. They're going from south to north. Am I detected? I'm undetected. Undetected. Go ahead and paint that sucker. I thought that was a screamer. Yep, my siding. See, well, I was using the plates before, but since you all like the siding so much, let's try the siding, and then we'll try the plates too. You know, we'll try it all. We'll try it all. See what we like best. then you all can have a say in everything I've done. And when people come into the channel and they look at the base build and like, oh man, that's a cool looking base. Like, yep, you know, subscribers helped come up with almost all the ideas for this thing. I was just their hands. That's how it worked. That way we don't have any blocks showing through. So what do you think about that? Is that acceptable? Is that acceptable? I almost think I would like it to stand up one more block higher, but all right, just temporarily. Just temporarily, let's do this. Let's pretend get the generator on our belt. Whoops. Can you grab it through? Oh, that's weird. You can grab through plates, but you cannot grab through siding. Huh. Well, another lesson learned, I guess. Okay, so turn my mining helmet off and get these ends painted that I failed to paint. Now, what do you think? What do you think about that? So the power would come from the generator room up on a some type of a pole, probably an actual pole, like a pole block. And it would look something like that. Let's see what it looks like from down below. Oh yeah, okay. Another thing was, let's paint it white colored and see if we get better light through here. So it looks like that. May not provide the greatest light, but if I have one on every single pole, so we have 6 poles. Remember we talked about that about 10, 15 episodes ago, having lights on every pole. We could also, I could feed the wire down through the center of this pole and perhaps put, we don't have any lights left, but I could perhaps even put one here, 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 and here. You know what I mean? We might even be able to come up with some crazy way of doing that and having lights up there and down in here. We'd double up on the lights, but probably not necessary. Probably not necessary. Actually, the idea originally I had was where that first 50 pillar is right there was going to be a relay boxed in and have a light right there where I just placed it. And you'd see a little bit of a wire stick through, but, you know, that's the way I was originally going to do it. But then I thought, maybe it looked kind of cool to have some raised, some elevated lighting above the actual structure. So let me get back up there one more time real quick. We're going to call this thing an episode. We're about 50 minutes deep right now, so I got to wrap this thing up. What do we go with? What do we go with? The fabric blinds. That's what we went with. I really wish that light would show through the glass a little better. You know, it dampens the light so much. It's like a really dark filter. It's hard to see as much light. But let's see if this changed that up at all. Maybe a little bit. It's going to be hard to tell unless it's nighttime. It's going to be really hard to tell. So that was it, folks. We'll run back over here real quick and call it an episode and take a look at what we've done today. It doesn't look like much, but I feel like we accomplished a lot. You know, at least some things that I've been meaning to do for quite some time now. Finally getting around to doing it. Let's see. Let's just build my way up real high here so we can appreciate everything from above a little bit. All right. So a little something like that. The lighting over there, you can't... Oh, I forgot to paint the top of that. Whoopsie. We'll get over there and do that. But that's how it looks, folks. That's it's coming along. It's coming along. We'll finish it one day. At some point, though, off recording, I will finish out all the concrete here and there and over there. We'll get it all concreted in. And then at some point, I'll have to paint all that concrete, too. I'm probably going to need to make some more of that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for tuning in today and every day. You have yourselves a good day, good evening, wherever you may be located. I will see you all tomorrow.